You're gonna fly away.
You guys hear my music? Give me a thumbs up. I'll take that. I'm hoping I'm not just dancing to music that you guys can hear.
I love you when we're cruising together.
Alright, I'm gonna stop that now. How are you guys tonight? I have you muted, so you can't hear anybody else that's on here. So I'm asking you individually how you are. I personally am having a lot of trouble focusing because of this cruise that's coming up. I am so excited about it. So we're gonna talk all about it tonight. I'm gonna take these sunglasses off so I can see a little bit better indoors. But you guys need to invest in a good pair of sunglasses because we are about to go on a cruise to the Bahamas this October. So here's the deal. Tonight we're going to focus all on the cruise, how you can make it there, what you need to do, my tips, and then you're going to hear from 3 of our top consultants in our unit that went to January Jumpstart this past weekend. They're going to give you guys some tips on your business in general and maybe a tip or 2 on how to make it on this cruise, okay? So I've been on a few cruises in my lifetime, but never a free cruise, and especially never a free cruise that includes free airfare too. So free airfare from wherever you're coming from, Ohio, Pennsylvania, South Carolina, maybe wherever you're coming from, Minnesota, free airfare from there to Miami. So crazy, right? The company has thought of everything. And it's an all-inclusive cruise, okay? So my first question for you guys that I want you to think about, okay, you have to sit down and have an honest conversation with yourself, okay? This is the question. Are you going? Okay, that's my first question for you. And the reason I'm saying this is because you have to make a decision that you're going, like, right now, like today. Like, if you're watching this at home right now, or if you're watching the recording, you need to make a decision by tonight or by tomorrow night. Whenever you're watching this, like, you got to make it, okay? You can't sit around, simmer on it, think about it. You got to make a decision, okay? And the reason that you have to make a decision is because the undecided mind does nothing. Like, if you're undecided on it, well, maybe we'll just, like, see how it goes. See, like, I'll give it a little bit of a try and we'll see how it goes. If it doesn't go well, I won't tell anybody and I'm not going to go. No, that does not work. That does not work. Trust me, okay? You have to, like, burn the ships. Like, we got there, we got to shore, we burned the ships. We're not going back, okay? You have to make a decision and stick with it, all right? So, second thing that you need to decide after you make a decision on whether you're going to go on the cruise or not is who you're going to bring with you. Personally, I haven't made this decision yet, so it's like the least important of the 2 decisions. However, I think it's really important for you guys because if you invite someone to go on this cruise with you, every day they're going to be like, hey girl, how's that cruise coming along? I really want to go and it's free for me, so I'm really excited. Hey Harper, can you please watch that in the living room? Thank you. I have to keep her entertained with something, so she's watching Netflix right now. Okay, so yeah, so they're gonna bug you and be like, how's your cruise going? Whatever, so it's like a level of accountability that you need, right? So whether that's your husband, your best friend, whoever you want to invite on the cruise with you can go, but you can't bring another consultant. So it cannot be a Mary Kay consultant, but it can be anybody else, okay? So you decide who you want to bring with you. The next thing I want you to do after you make this decision is post pictures of the cruise everywhere in your house. Like, there should be cruise ships on every wall of your house, in your car, on your refrigerator, wherever you think that you could potentially see a picture, there needs to be a picture of a cruise there, okay? And you're like, why does this stuff matter? This is why it all matters, because your mind is where you will earn this cruise or not, okay? So when your mind keeps seeing that and you keep seeing yourself over and over and over again on this cruise, your mind is going to go to work to get you there, okay? It's going to figure it out. So really, really, really important, okay? Now, to get on to the awesome details of the cruise, here we go. Okay, so mark these dates down. The cruise is October 7th through 11th, okay? My guess is that I'm going to fly into Miami. That's where we fly into, Miami, on the 6th. And this is why. Because just in case there's bad weather or some crazy fluke or something that happens with the weather, I want to be there a day early, right? The cruise, I'm guessing, will leave around noon. That's usually when they leave. I have no idea, but that's just a guess of mine. So October 7th, we get back the 11th, okay? 7th through the 11th out of Miami. Like I said, you can bring one guest with you. The guest is free also, you guys. It's an all-inclusive cruise and free airfare for you and them, okay? So completely free. It just can't be a consultant, okay? Free airfare to Miami. Oh, and so here's the deal with like just a cruise in general. The company's never done something like this before. I want to tell you guys this. The only trips the company of Mary Kay has ever taken consultants on, at least that I know of in my 12 years of Mary Kay, have been way, way, way up there, way top trips for top sales directors to really expensive places, okay? Like $20,000 trips. You have to be a $650,000 unit or higher. Our unit's usually around 120 for the year, 650, okay, so a lot. And then like just the sales director and her husband or whatever gets to go on that trip. So this is a big deal. The company's never done something like this before. So they're like paying for your trip, free cruise. This is a good time to be a Mary Kay, all right? This is a good time, okay? So if you're a Mary Kay right now, you should be like, thank you, Jesus, because the company's never done this before. All right. So let's go over how you can earn this cruise. And I know some of you guys know this already, but let's go over it, write it down, make a mental note. This is really important, okay? So the number one thing that you need to do, and the company is giving us 6 months to do these 3 things, okay? So you have 6 months, January 1st through June 30th, okay? So it's a long time, but we want to work with a sense of urgency for a couple of reasons I'll mention in a second. Number one thing you need to do is order 3,600 wholesale. 6 months, 3,600 wholesale. That's an average of 600 a month, okay? You don't want to let this get away from you, okay? You want to be ordering 600 every single month, okay? And I just posted on our Facebook page all the awesome other rewards you're going to get for earning this cruise, but this means you're going to be a star consultant every quarter. This means that you are going to earn all of the key jewelry for the next 6 months. This means that you are going to earn some other things within our unit that you might not even know about. Our thank you awards that Danielle and my mom won from the last 3 months. You're going to win those. You're going to win the power program. You're probably going to win some things on that. So just like a whole lot of fun things you're going to earn just by doing the qualifications for this cruise. Not to mention, you're going to earn some serious cash from bringing in some team members, okay? So many good things, okay? All right, so 3,600, 6 months. Second, okay? The second thing that you need to do is recruit 6 personal qualified team members, okay? So here's the deal. Qualified used to mean that your new consultant, your new team member, needs to place a $600 order or higher in her first 2 months. The company has changed that a little bit, and now, you guys get to earn, or you guys can count anyone as qualified if they do $600 worth of orders in their first 4 months. So they have 4 months to place a $600 order cumulatively. They could place 600 $1 orders and they count as qualified, okay? Nobody would ever do that. It would be really dumb. But they could literally do that if they wanted to. So they have to order $600. They have 4 months to do that, okay? So when you bring a new consultant in, you want to track the heck out of that, okay? So whatever you need to do to get those people doing that is what you want to do, all right? So 6 personals. Now, this is cool, all right? This is why I said you want to work with a sense of urgency, is because those 6, okay, are going to be doubled only this month. So in the month of January, if you recruit 3 girls this month and they end up doing that, they count as 6 for you, okay? So 3 girls count as 6 this month. 6 girls count as 12. 1 girl counts as 2. So my personal strategy is to absolutely recruit 3 girls this month. And just so you guys know, as a sales director, I don't get to go on this trip just to go. Like I have to do all the same requirements you guys have to do. So, which is kind of fun because I get to share my strategy with you guys so that you guys know the strategy that I'm using and you guys can use it too. So my personal goal is let's bring in 3 new personal team members. I'm gonna bring in 3 girls this month alone. I would suggest you guys do the same. Okay, that's just gonna get you off to such an awesome start. Okay. Now, the last thing, and this might be the thing that might freak you out the most. I don't know what's going to freak you out, but this might be like, oh my gosh, that's too much. The last thing is that you have to have 3 red jackets on your team, okay? And it has to be their first time being a red jacket. So what that looks like is either current consultants that you have already on your personal team, or some of those new consultants that you're bringing in also need to bring in 3 new team members, okay? I think that what all of your goals should be, this is just my opinion, but I think that we should all, everyone that's watching this recording, we should all be working really hard to bring in 3 consultants this month, in the month of January, and work to get them on this cruise with us, okay? So what 3 girls could you bring in to this company this month that you would really like to go on a cruise with? Start thinking that way, you know what I'm saying? So think of 3 girls, like maybe it's your best friend. I'm not gonna lie, my best friend is coming with me on this cruise. I already told her about it. She's in Mary Kay and she's gonna earn this cruise with me, so I'm really excited. But who is your, who's your best friend? Who is someone that you would love to cruise with? Who's your favorite customer? Who is your favorite cousin? Think about these things. Like, think a little bit outside the box. Who's your favorite girl at church? Like, start thinking of who you like to hang out with. Yes, baby girl. Somewhat. You want to say hi to the girls in the webinar? And a little bit, okay? After Mom gets after webinar, okay? She wants ice cream. I'm going to tell her yes right now so she doesn't have a meltdown, but I'm not sure if she's going to get that after the webinar. Okay, so yeah, so think outside the box. Don't think, oh my gosh, I don't know anybody. Where am I going to find these girls? I've never recruited anyone in my whole Mary Kay business. Or maybe you're like, I've never had a red jacket. I haven't even ever been in my red jacket. How am I going to do this? You know what I mean? Like, your mind starts like freaking out when you hear these things. Don't go there. Make this fun. Start thinking about who do you want to bring with you on a cruise, and start there, okay? Go through your customer base. Go through your Facebook profile. Who are you friends with on Facebook? Go through your phone contacts. You might be amazed at the people that are just in your phone contacts that you can reach out to. So we're going to get into a little bit more strategy here in a second. But the red jacket thing, let's come back to that for 1 second. So 3 red jackets need to be on your team. So what that looks like, let's just break that down really, really quickly for you. Okay, so Linda, you're on the call tonight. You're in the webinar tonight. So Linda is here, okay? Linda is going to bring in 1 consultant, 2 consultant, 3 consultant, okay? She can bring them in anytime she wants to, all right? Or maybe Linda brings in 2 consultants and already has a 3rd consultant over here. Now these 3 of hers are going to bring in 3 each. So it's almost like this little like tree that you're building, tree of like offspring consultants that you're building, okay? Now here's another really cool thing. If you have never been a red jacket before and you get 3 personal team members and they count as team members once they get active, that means they have to place a $225 wholesale order to get active, okay? That's how they count, all right? So that's really important to note. But let's say that you've never personally been a red jacket before. You bring these girls in, you have 3 active team members, you get a $100 bonus just for doing that. Okay, so that's cool. Second thing that's cool is that you get a $50 bonus for every single new qualified team member that you bring in, okay? So when you're out there working right now and you're bringing new team members in, just think in the back of your mind, $50 bonus, $50 bonus, $50 bonus for every personal that you're bringing in when they do that 600 in their first 4 months, okay? So really cool. The company has really changed a lot of things to help us make more money, okay, in the past few months. They've really changed a lot. So that's exciting. So first time red jacket, you get a $100 bonus, and you're going to get a $50 bonus for every new qualified person that you bring in, okay? So really cool. All right. So let's go through that strategy one more time. Number 1, we're going to order $600 every month, okay? $600 every month, every single month. Number 2, we're going to recruit 3 girls this month, in the month of January, so that it doubles, so that it counts as 6, okay? Number 3 thing, those 3 girls we're bringing in this month, we want them to also bring in 3 girls, okay? So the sooner you bring them in, the sooner that they're going to see the benefit of this cruise and want to get on it. If you bring these qualified girls in June, they're not going to feel like they have time to do all this. And I guarantee you there will be girls that sign up in June that go on this cruise because they're just going to bust it all out. You know what I mean? But That's not super realistic, okay? What's very realistic is you bringing your girls in this month, okay? Okay, so before you guys get real bogged down in the details of everything, I want you to close your eyes, okay? So unless you're driving, close your eyes, okay? Hi, babe. Thank you. Go back on the couch, okay? I love you. Sorry. Okay, so everybody close your eyes. A little bit of children distraction there. And I want you to imagine this, okay? So I want you to imagine October rolls around. It's October 1st. You start packing your suitcase. You're getting real excited. October 6th or 7th comes, okay? And you are heading to the airport, either in Pittsburgh or Cleveland or one of those places where it's cold, okay? October, like this year, October in Ohio was horrible. It rained like all fall, okay? So you're about to get on a plane. You're sitting on this plane. You're relaxed. You know, you're away from all the stress of home. There's really nothing you can do on a cruise. You can't be working. You can't be doing that. You're going to be relaxing, okay? So you get on this plane. All you have with you is your swimsuit, your sunglasses, and your floppy hat. And that's all you care about, okay? Just pick out a swimsuit, sunglasses, and floppy hat. Okay, you got that with you. You're hanging out with your best friend or your husband or whoever it was that you chose to bring on this trip with you. And you guys are having a great time. You know why? You're having a great time because you aren't worried about how much this vacation is going to cost because it's free. You're going on this trip. As a matter of fact, you're like, I'm going to buy a souvenir from every place this cruise lands because I have nothing but money. Money from everything I've done in my business and money because I'm not spending any money on this vacation, okay? So you get off this airplane in Miami. You get out. You see these beautiful blue skies, okay? Sunny skies. The ocean is just gorgeous. And you get out the airport and there is transportation there, free transportation for you right to the cruise, okay? So you get to the cruise ship and you are excited. You stroll through the cruise ship, okay? You're walking on it. You realize this is the biggest boat you've ever been on, okay? This is not, like, if you've never been on a cruise before, it's hard to picture, but it's huge, all right? So you're just strolling, taking your luggage to your room, dropping that off, and then you're hungry. So you walk up to the deck. You get in one of 50 different buffet lines. That's about how many there are on a cruise ship. But this is not like the Golden Corral buffet line, okay? This is like legit food. It's like flowered food, meaning that there's flowers, like fresh flowers all over it. All the fruit is fresh, okay? You're not eating any of that like nasty, Giant Eagle, middle of winter, not fresh fruit, okay? It's fresh. You be eating some of that. You're excited. And then after you're done eating, you grab your favorite book, you grab your sunglasses, you grab a towel, you head to the deck, you're laying out in your swimsuit, just soaking up a tan, all right? Now, maybe you're more of the adventurous type and you see one of the many water slides in the ship and you decide you're going to walk up those steps and go down that water slide. Down that water slide, you land in some cool blue pool water, all right? You are so excited because you earned this cruise, okay? And as the ship leaves the port, you sip a tall, cool drink. And guess what? The sense of pride that you feel, not just because you earned a trip, but you earned a trip for you, your best friend or boyfriend or husband, whoever you're bringing with you, and your sales director's on that trip with you. And she'd be like, my sales director thinks I am the bomb.com because I earned a cruise. And the sense of pride you feel is like amazing, an accomplishment, because this isn't just your average prize. This is like legit, okay? So I want you guys to envision that. You can open your eyes back up. Now for the next 6 months, I want you to do that every day. Whether it's when you wake up in the morning, before you go to bed at night, I want you to take a couple of minutes and I want you to envision yourself on this cruise. Not a cruise, not any cruise. This cruise with your Mary Kay girlfriends, okay? I want you to envision yourself on this cruise. It's so important that you visualize. When I was working on finishing up my director in qualification, which is like a really big deal at Mary Kay, every morning I would wake up. I had this little dream book. I would look through it. That's why I said get pictures everywhere. I would look through it, and the main picture I remember looking at I had cut my head out of a different picture and I put it right on a Mary Kay sales director suit. The exact Mary Kay director suit I would be wearing for the next year. It was navy blue. I loved it. Blue's my favorite color. I glued my head right on top of that director suit, okay? And as cheesy as it sounds, I would visualize myself every morning waking up. I would visualize myself getting on an airplane in my director suit, heading to new director training in Dallas, Texas. That was what I would visualize every single day. And honestly, you guys, some mornings I'd wake up, I wanted to throw up. I was like, I'm going to puke this morning because I am so nervous about finishing this. And everyone knows I'm working on it. And I am so nervous. But you know what, you guys? I finished, okay? And I can guarantee you guys I finished because of what was up here. It was non-negotiable in my mind, okay? So you got to make this cruise non-negotiable. Got to make that decision and work with a sense of urgency, okay? So that's really, really important. And what we're not going to do, so usually I'm on here, I'm like, it takes 15 career surveys to hit 3 new team members, blah, 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 blah. We are throwing the numbers like way out the window in this challenge. And this is why. The reason I'm throwing the numbers out is not because numbers aren't important or they don't matter and all that kind of stuff. But I want you to get really, really crystal clear focused on what you're doing with your business right now, okay? We are working this business differently right now. Do you guys ever have like a really big goal and you put it off, you put it off, you put it off, like maybe it's a homework assignment, you know, and it should take you like the whole semester to do it, but for some reason you kind of forgot about it. And then all of a sudden you were like, oh my gosh, I need to finish that. And you finish what should have taken you like, a solid like 3 months to do. You finish it in about 3 hours. Have you ever done this before? Okay, so when you need to work with a sense of urgency, like you can do it, right? So that's how we're going to work for the next 3 weeks. We have 3 weeks left in the month of January. I don't want you to think about February, March, April, May, or June, okay? I want you to act like you got to finish this cruise right now this month, okay? Let's work with that kind of sense of urgency. Let's tell ourselves that the deadline for this is January 31st, and let's work like that is the truth, okay? And that's why the 15 career surveys, bringing 3 girls this month is not important to me. Because we're not working right now like we normally work. We're working like there is something really, really big at stake, because there is. Everybody with me on that? Can I get a yes from everybody? Okay, all right. So again, think about the 3 girls you want to cruise with, and let's get them in Mary Kay, all right? Okay, so to break this down and make it a little bit more simple, it would be great if we could just literally like pound in some numbers. You sign up, 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 I get a free cruise, right? But there is going to be a little bit of strategy behind this, okay? The simplest thing you guys can do right now, I'm telling you guys, the simplest thing is to focus on 2 to 3 appointments every single week. 3, because one's probably going to cancel and it's going to take you down to 2. All right, so in the month of January, I want you guys to focus, okay? Before the weekend is over, I want you guys to get 2 appointments on your books. I don't care who it's with. It's got to be with someone that you can potentially sign up. You know what I'm saying? It's like your grandma. She may or may not be like the best candidate for this, okay? So think about who's going to be on a cruise, not like who could be a number for you. You know what I'm saying? Like when this is at stake, you got to think smart and work smart and not hard, okay? So I don't care who it's with, all right? Just work your butt off to get 2 appointments this week, okay? With whoever, okay? Whoever you can think of, 2 appointments this week. If they are sharp, if they are someone you want to go on the cruise with, even better, okay? Even way, way better. But when you reach out to them, don't make this difficult, okay? These are the key words that you want to throw out there, okay? Something along the lines of, hey girl, I would love for you to be a model for my social media right now with Mary Kay. I'm working to earn a cruise. That's really important. Throw in, I'm working to earn a cruise, okay? Because that's very tangible to them. You like just doing some sort of challenge for your business is like, okay, whatever. But you are working to earn a cruise. Shut up. That is so cool. They're going to help you work to earn a cruise. If my friend was like, oh my gosh, Leslie, like, can you just get together with me and play with makeup and it will help me earn a cruise? I'm like, duh, that's a no-brainer. Yes, I'll be there. So get them to book with you. You could tell them you need a model for your social media. You could tell them that you guys have this awesome new charcoal mask out and you want her to try it. Tell her whatever you want to get her to get together with you. And then once she says yes, tell her, oh my gosh, also, if you got a couple of girlfriends together, it would help me out so much more. I will give you free stuff. It will be more fun with girlfriends and it will help me even more, okay? So get them to get together with you, and then turn that bad boy into a party without saying party, okay? So we're gonna turn that into a group appointment. You can tell her once she gets some girls together, she's gonna get some free stuff, because that's really important. People love free stuff. They love to help you, they love free stuff, and they love hanging out with their friends. So just combine all those things, use the right wording, and that's what we're looking for, okay? Now, once you get together with these girls, this is also important. So we could make this whole process take a long time. We could be trying to set up all these career surveys and blah, 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 blah. This is my suggestion for you, okay? Figure out a really, really awesome version of your story with Mary Kay, all right? All you guys have an awesome story, more awesome than you even realize. Think about, what do you love about your business? Why do you do it? What was life like before? And then think about all the perks that you could earn from Mary Kay business, like a free cruise. Hello, free cruise, a free car. It does not matter if you guys have earned that yet or not. Tons of Mary Kay people have. So you don't have to be like, hey, I've done all this stuff in order to make you look great. You just have to make them understand why you love the business, okay? So whatever that looks like, tell them about that with excitement. You know, Mary Kay always said, share your enthusiastic I story, okay, with that. So really important. The last thing I wanted to say with that is you get to the end and you talk about a Mary Kay starter kit to them, okay? This is what I've been doing. I have been talking about the Mary Kay starter kit, and I have been offering $20 off. Like, I hand them a $20 bill at the end of the night if they sign up to join my team that night, because I want to work with a sense of urgency and get them in and get them started. So I really talk up the starter kit. I don't talk it up in the sense of like, hey, get this instead of doing, instead of buying stuff from me. It's not that, but it's like, this company's awesome. I love it. And if you like found anything exciting tonight and think that you might want to join too, you get $20 off tonight for starting. I signed a girl on the spot the other night just by using that verbiage. So really important. But I'm going to talk a little bit more about this throughout the week. You'll see me kind of doing some live videos of my strategy and kind of what I'm doing each day. But we got to work with a sense of urgency, okay? We've got 10 minutes left. So I'm going to have our gals from January Jumpstart share with you guys what they learned this weekend, okay? So, Mom, are you ready? I'm going to have you hop on first, okay? All right, give me 1 second. I'm going to unmute you and spotlight you. All right, Mom, let's see if we can hear you.
Can you hear me?
I can. Let's hear your tips.
Oh,
You got about 3 minutes, okay?
Wow. The most exciting thing for me was I got my picture taken with Sean Keys, me, with a bunch of other women. So that was pretty cool because I didn't know if that was going to happen. And I also got to walk across stage. I'm thinking that was my first time, but I'm not sure. So that was really exciting because I had earned the jewelry for, I think, November and December. No, that was for the picture. I guess I walked across stage because I'd been a star for 2 quarters.
Yeah,
which was really exciting to me. There were a lot of really good speakers. There was a national from Ohio. She was pretty awesome. I tried to look over my notes. I guess one thing that stuck out to me is they said a stranger is just a friend that you haven't really met yet, which is true. And they really stressed about doing your 6 most important thing list every night, which sometimes I do and sometimes I don't. And they said the more struggles you have, the wiser you will become. So let me see a couple more things here. And to be successful, that is a decision that you have to make. It just doesn't happen. And let's see. Let's see. I guess that's it. It was pretty fun. It was pretty fun.
And what do you think about the cruise, Mom?
It's a little scary to me, but
Okay.
It's doable, I guess. I'm gonna try anyway.
All right.
I don't know who I'm gonna take with me, but I'm gonna try.
You're making a decision to go?
Yes.
Woo!
I think.
Woo! No. I heard you say yes, and now you're going.
Okay. Darlene, don't laugh.
Go, Mom. All right. Thank you so much for sharing, Mom. Let's give her a round of applause, even though she can't hear most of you guys. All right. She can hear me. Okay. So next up, I am going to grab Danielle. Hold on one second. I'm going to mute my mom's line again and unmute you, Danielle. And spotlight you. Nope, I spotlighted Charlotte.
Hey.
That was weird. All right, Danielle, you are up, girl. I can see you. Let's hear all your tips from January Jumpstart. It was so fun to go with you.
Oh, it was so much fun. Okay, so the first thing I wanted to share was I have been out of like the Mary Kay world for a while with my jobs, and so this past like October, I think maybe, I decided to really try and work the business again, and I started doing the holiday shows, you know, with November and December, and trying to get back in, and it, you know, was pretty decent. I had a pretty good November and December, and so I made the commitment to go to the January Jumpstart, and it was wonderful. If you guys have been out for a while, you really need to get into one of those kind of meetings, because the sisterhood and, you know, the recognition, all of that is so motivating and positive. It was really good to be at. You know, and then just like the girls with the recognition, and so many of them with the monthly payments that they're getting of like 12,000, or, you know, a couple of them that sold like 8,000 for November and December holiday sales. And I'm sitting there going like, you know, so many of them have done that. Like, why not me? You know, and so it can be done, you know, sitting there looking at how many people are doing it. It is realistic, and it's just like you said, you gotta set those goals and put your mind to it, and that's what I gotta work on, and that's what we gotta do, is just get our minds right. And like Leslie told me, is, you know, all of that, you know, years of not recruiting anybody, that's in the past. It's not going to change, and we just got to move forward from this point. And, you know, Mary Kay has given us some great goals, the cruise, to work towards it and to set your mind and do it. And the other thing I wanted to share real quick was what Sean said, was I'm trying to find it in my notes, how to stop re-earning your current position. Like, we've gotten here this far, we've earned it. We don't have to keep trying to prove it, but we have to have that desire to keep going forward, and to get to the next position, to earn the next goal in the next position. So that gave me some motivation too. Like, I've earned the position that I'm in, and I don't have to keep proving myself. And the other thing was to, like, yeah, we've earned it, but we might not be good the first day, and just to keep working at it and have that desire to keep working towards it to be good.
Yay! I love that, Danielle. That was so good. Thanks, girl. It was just really fun to have the three girls there that we had. Some of them I haven't seen at an event in a while, so glad for our group that came. And those were awesome, awesome tips. All right, so I'm going to mute Danielle here. We've got about 3 minutes left. So Charlene, you got 3 minutes, and it's probably going to shut off on you. I'm just going to let you know that. So I'm going to unmute you and highlight you. All right, Charlene, take it away.
Okay, the one thing that really stuck in my mind, even though we've all done it, is to read the book every year, the Mary Kay book every year. I think that would help. Because once you read it, you know it, but then you kind of forget some of the things that are in there, and it's important that you keep all that forefront in your mind. Another thing I liked that they said was, like Marcia said, success is a decision, but I also like that they said the best thank you can give the company is to achieve. So that to me meant a lot, because you work for other people, all you get your paycheck. You know, they don't thank you, they don't appreciate you. You get it. So I'm definitely heading to the cruise.
Yay! Woo!
And that's about everything the other two said, so I'm not going to reiterate everything they've already said. You just need to be consistent with your business and upbeat.
Awesome. Awesome. I love that. Thank you so much for sharing, Charlene. And Charlene is definitely on the cruise. She told me that already. Danielle, I haven't gotten a for sure on yet. Danielle, I can see you there, girl. I'm going to pin your video up here. I'm going to put you right on the spot. So what, Danielle, you were kind of going back and forth on it. Have you made a decision yet?
Well, it scares me like your mom. I mean, it's all in my mind, but I'm committed to trying to make my business a better business, and hopefully that's going to be a good outcome.
Yay! Yay! I know I'm going to lose you guys, but I have like brightly colored. Sorry, I got to highlight my video here again. I'm forgetting. I'm going to end up losing you guys.
Yeah, you're on me.
I'm gonna lose you guys before this happens, I think. I don't know why it's not highlighting my video. Oh, there we go. So I have brightly colored paper that I'm putting your name on if you're going on the cruise, and I'm hanging these up behind my head here in my office so that I can track your success with this, okay? So if you tell me yes, your name is going on a big, giant piece of poster board and hanging up in my office. So I'll be on you like white on rice. You can believe that. But I'm really excited. Thank you guys so much for hopping on tonight, and let's make it an awesome week, okay? Let's do this. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great week.
You too.
Thank you.